I'm sure people think that we are the biggest fucking joke to ever walk
Oh yeah,
the earth,
100%. Yeah.
because we did things a little bit differently. But it is funny now, especially now. I mean, it's been a long time coming. It's been, I think it's. Did we cross fucking 2 years yet? I don't think so. I think we did actually. I
Like
think we
2
crossed two
years of
years.
trying it,
Oh
yeah.
yeah, which
Yeah,
and
I remember I
I
got a flashback of, like,
what's
trying to
that?
set up Go
Yeah,
Eye Level.
yeah.
That was
It
in,
was in
like,
August,
late
2 years
August,
ago.
yeah.
So we've crossed
So
2 years of, like, and I count it all the same, honestly,
we didn't
because
really reach success until
but that's the
January
point.
of this year.
That's the point, right?
Yeah.
And that's where it's like, even though, like, it's not something that we'll talk about all the time, but, yeah, we have the luxury to tell people we make memes for a living at, top of funnel, at face value. What is that noise? Oh, they
Alien.
put that into, electric cars. They have since they're so quiet, they make a noise when you back up to alert people behind them. I learned that actually. I was like, "What the fuck is that sound?" And it was an electric car, and every single car has, like, a different sound, and it's some really annoying, like, kind of high-pitched thing.
Yeah.
And it's because they don't have an engine, so people don't hear them backing up, so they put in a manufactured sound every time you're in reverse. It's something like that,
Oh, wow.
if you're wondering. But back to what I was saying, it's like, yeah, we make memes for a living, but, like, if you go back 2 years from literally 2 weeks ago, it's been about, over just cross over a full 2 years. About the amount of times we've, like, stayed up all night, worked through the Fridays, Saturdays with people up there. We're making those bullshit websites for people, like,
Doing shit
for
while having
free,
another job. It's like
doing
you
the
work all
other
day,
job.
and then you're juggling it while you're working, and then you're working all night. It's like
Well, yeah,
consistently
yeah,
have done, like, probably 60-hour weeks for, like, I
for a
mean, that's
long
the thing, dude,
time.
we're online all the time. You
Never
have to
every
be.
time you're on your phone, it's
Anytime we're on our
not
phone, I'm working.
tech
I'm
because it's
checking
like,
something, I'm
yeah,
looking, like, every single piece of social content I'm looking at, I'm like, "How can I repurpose this to a
it's
meme?
saving this one, saving that
How
one,
can I
downloading that
change this
one.
meme into a meme for us? How can we use this meme template for our software?" It's like it's completely changed how we look at social media. So, essentially, in a weird way, you are working 24/7. Like, anytime
Yeah.
you look at something, I don't view it just for fun. Like, I might laugh at something, but after I laugh, I'm like, "How the hell could I do something like this? Like, how can I make this for
But
us?"
what's nice about that too is, like, that form of thinking is, like, it's not typical of people. 99.9% of people are consumers,
Yeah,
and, like, to flip it on its head, and you can still be a consumer, of
yeah,
course. Obviously, like you said, you can laugh at something and you're still utilizing it, and every now and then, I'm sure it happens to me, I go down a little doom scroll, get lost in the sauce sometimes, of course,
yeah,
it happens. But to be a producer instead of a consumer,
yeah. You catch yourself, and you're like, "All right, what am I
yeah,
doing?"
what the fuck am I doing? Like,
Yeah,
this is retarded. But when you're putting it out, it's like, yeah, every time you're on social media, you are consuming it, yes, but at the same time, you're trying to produce it and then subsequently taking it, producing it. And when you're doing that all day long, it is every single time you're on your phone.
because there literally hasn't
There's a
been
message.
a
There's a note every single time my phone turns on. There's a notification involved
yeah,
something of work, and it's like, but like back to the thing, it's like, oh, you make memes for a living. It's like, one, there's a lot of failures packed into that, and then when things actually started to go well, it's like, now look at what we're doing. We have 16 clients that we take care of on a monthly basis and on a weekly basis.
over 1,000,000
16,
followers.
six. Well, I'm thinking more of just like
Yeah,
the individual. Like if you look at like what we have to deliver to people,
it's like
like
having
even
16 jobs.
forget about forget about like our own posting and stuff like that, because that's a lot in and of itself, like posting on across all the platforms and make multiple posts a day and making new content, doing shit like this even,
Yeah,
and then like 16 paying clients, and you have your deliverables for them. You have to keep track of everything. You need to submit everything. You need to do your free revisions when they're requested. Make sure everything is up to date. You need to make sure they're getting billed on time. You need to make sure you're getting your money when you're billing your money. And then aside from that, fucking software.
yeah.
That's like a
That's a
whole
whole
a
nother thing we've thrown into
new
this.
different league, and
That's something
building
we
that
gotta,
and
like,
then
it's like I
operating
find
that, and
myself just looking, like, I'm, like, anxious to look at, like, how many users we have, how many credits they use,
but
like,
you got to
it's
make sure that it's functioning properly. It needs to be
yeah,
built
be like, oh,
properly.
you
You
look
want it to
at
look
it and
perfect. You got to deal with the
no one's using shit. You look and see a bunch of emails aren't verified. You look and see if there's any, like, issues people are reporting. You gotta update templates daily. Like,
you got to make sure the Discord's
it's a
updated. Like
lot
you
more than
reminded
just,
me.
like, setting
That's
up.
something that I mean I forget it all the time. I forget that we even have a fucking Discord,
Yeah.
to be honest. And it's like something that we need to, yeah, like you said, we need to fucking go in there every day and check it. And it's like you need to check these boxes every fucking day. 16 clients, all the
It's
content,
literally like
deliverables,
100
billing,
boxes we gotta check every single day.
the fucking YouTube, the fucking TikTok, the Instagrams, the LinkedIn, the
Yeah.
the templates, the Discord, the survivor pool now, like all these different things we're doing for people.
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder if we actually wrote. We've never done that. We
Yeah.
have like we have our like daily tasks and whatnot.
Yeah.
But I wonder, like, how many actions are we performing in a different entity? Like, how many things are we doing on Instagram every day? How many things are we doing on
Yeah.
like all these different platforms? And then how many clients are we touching base with? How many things we're doing with the software? How many templates? Like, I wonder how many things it actually equates to.
I think the only time I'm not working is when I'm drinking, to be honest. That's the only time. When I'm drinking with friends.
You like
Besides from
the
this,
just to like
the only
fucking.
time
I do
I'm
like
not
that. Like to just
working at all
fucking
is
fuck
when we're,
off a
like,
little bit.
drinking a shit ton of beers, playing Die, or we're, like, on a beach somewhere. It's like
We've already did.
yeah,
I
see, I
closed
was
it.
thinking about it while you were talking about it, like, just adding all the things up. And, yeah, the only time I'm not working is when I'm getting blackout drunk, essentially.
Cheers to that.
And we're not getting blackout drunk every day, mind you,
Like
but
fucking once every 2 weeks.
yeah, so that's what
Because even
that's
when
just
you're
kinda
only
what the
having
job fucking, demands,
the
in a
casual
way.
3 beers at a bar, like you're still on your fucking phone.
Yeah, I'm still checking shit, posting shit. I'll be, like, blackout drunk posting a meme, like,
I gotta post a meme right now.
live meme
Let's
post.
post a meme. I don't have a meme to
I
post. Let's
posted
make
that
one.
skit earlier of, like, the what's it called?
The put the fries in the bag.
Yeah. I should probably check it, though. See what's going on with it.
Meme break real quick.
I think
Look,
it's,
quick meme break.
I think it was good. Constantly test I guess, what is your favorite part of the job?
Favorite part of the job.
What gets your brain going, you know?
Favorite part of the job personally is probably mapping out like I don't know, in my own head when I'm talking to you about it, when I'm trying to do it, my like I don't know. I really like like, as much as I hate it, I like the accounting.
You're definitely an operations
I
guy
like
for
the money
sure.
part. I like the billings. I like the like doing all that shit and the client relation, like making sure like we are getting paid and the credit cards and the fucking this and that and
Yeah.
yeah, like operations and making sure everything's good with that. I want to structure everything properly and make sure we're operating the right way and like I don't know, like it's fucking weird though. It's so different than what I was doing before,
Yeah.
but there's so many similarities
Well,
at
you
the same
always
time.
had businesses, so that makes sense why you like that. There's some that you always, like, wanted to own a business, so, you know? So it makes sense why you like that.
Yeah, it's like yeah, it's like because I mean, don't get me wrong, I like making content, of course. I my favorite part, I guess, aside from like the bullshit, aside from like the mundane business things that like have to get done, I enjoy like doing it. I don't mind taking care of it. I do enjoy it. Besides that, my favorite part is making the skits where like the Google Meet ones are great. The ones like we'll make something dumb in my room,
Yeah.
something where it's almost like also like the no pressure ones. Like a lot of them are the ones that we make for ourselves.
Yeah.
Like
With
I
no
feel like
guidelines,
yeah.
someone just says, "Make a skit that's funny." Like,
Yeah, even
I
if it's
feel
not
like
for ourselves, just
they just think they have to give us so much when we do better with little.
it's just yeah, do your thing, and that's where I'm not. And I would say obviously like you're like the mastermind a lot behind a lot of these things, and like a lot of the ideas. And I think that once like you get it rolling, I hope that I'm adding something that's valuable. And but I
100%.
feel like when there is like the fucking I'm not gonna name names, but like the two people right now that
Yeah.
give a lot of problems. It's like I I don't know, I kinda lock up, I'm like, "I don't fucking know what to do for that," and
They suck.
I feel like I can't add anything there, like, I
Yeah.
wanna help as much as possible, let's make a video. I'm just like, I don't know if anything I say is even valuable because I feel, like, already shut down. I'm like, "If they're fucking saying no to you, then what the fuck am I gonna bring to the table?" And that's where it's like, that sucks because it's like, yeah, it's like, don't put that much pressure on
Yeah.
us because we do better when there is no guidelines. Like when we make those dumbass videos in 5, 10 minutes, in the kitchen
Yeah.
or in my room or on a Google Meet from miles away, they perform the best of anything.
Oh, yeah. I think it's just, like, people try and map things out too much when, in our own experience, the accidental things have done the best, like, by a long shot. Our best performing skits, like, we have the Your Friend That Works From Home is, like, a banger every time we
And
put it
that
out
was
there.
when we first
That was the
started.
first one we put out there, and we thought about it for, like, 15 minutes, and we just threw it out there. We
And
was like, "Let's
we
throw something out there."
workshopped it as we did
Yeah,
it. We were like, okay, we're gonna film this scene, and then maybe and it was like we didn't know what we were gonna say next
yeah.
until we went to film it, and then we did it, and we're like,
"Oh,
what if
this
we
would be
said
better.
this?
This would
What
be
if
better.
yeah,
Yeah, this would be
what if
better.
we
That'd
said
be
this
better.
instead?
This kinda sucks. This would be better."
It's like, what if we said
That
this instead of that?
the Google Meet skits where we just do something random, and it's just shock value, the Snapchat shit,
Yeah, dude.
and then, like, various things, like, I know the email stuff I did, like, popped off.
That was just
It's a
pure
shock value. I
genius.
think we're just really good at the shock.
That would we could pause there. That was fucking genius. When you like made that first video, 'cause I believe it was the first one that popped off.
Yeah, it was just, like, 40,000,000 views.
I was at the edge,
Yeah,
and you sent the email to me,
yeah.
and I got the email, and I remember being there, like looking
What
at
the
the
fuck is
email.
this?
Like Gavin sent me an email, and I read it, and I was like, "Oh, Gavin he must be using this for video."
Yeah,
So I disregarded it. You didn't text me or anything. You just sent the video. So I'm like, "Oh, he's probably using it for a screenshot." I knew exactly what you were doing, but it was so good that I didn't realize it said retards until I watched it on Instagram.
yeah,
And then I went back to the email
yeah,
and was like, "Oh my god!" Like I read it as kind regards
yeah.
instead of
Literally, you
retards.
just fill it in your brain.
And then before you even posted it,
Yeah,
I read it. Was like, "You use it for a video?" Put my phone away. Then I see it on Instagram like the next day, and I'm like, "Holy shit!" I go back to me. I'm like, "Is this the same fucking email?" Same shit. I just went right over. Like it was
yeah,
so genius that like it worked on me. I was like,
yeah.
"Oh my god!" Like
Dude, it's funny that because I remember I went to a physical that day, and, you know, you do the eye test where you do this shit,
yep,
and one of the lines said ABCDLFG or some shit, and you just, like, fill it in your brain. You're like, "Oh, I always see ABCDEFG." You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Oh yeah, yeah,
so
yeah.
I just read it out. Like, my eyesight's fine. It wasn't like
But
an
you weren't
eyesight error.
even
It was
looking
just
at
like
it,
"Oh, this is easy. ABCDEFG." Like, alright, EFG,
and it was yeah.
and
That's
then
it.
she
Yeah.
was like, "No." Like, she was a cunt, honestly, but, like, she was like, I'm putting you down for." I'm like, "I'm not getting glasses." Like, I know that it's an L looking at
Oh,
it now.
you don't got 20/20 anymore then
I don't
because
know,
of the
dude.
fucking
Because
doctor's
of
mark.
this fucking idiot. You know what I mean? I was like, "Fuck you." And I'm
Oh
just,
my
like,
god.
thinking, like that made me think, like, of,
Like,
like, typos and, like, what are some funny typos you can
uh,
throw in there? And so I went home and I was, like, just thinking forever. And I was, like, just looking at, like I looked up, like, what are, like, common, like, email like, I started with email, like, intro. Like, I was like,
like
"What's
a
an
header.
intro?"
Yeah.
And I just couldn't find shit. And then I was like
Signature.
and eventually I was like, "Oh, well, like, people do, like, say something at the end before that. That's what's gonna draw their attention, the last sentence." And then, I was like, "Holy shit." It
Regards. You know, like,
just kinda came. I was looking at it. I was like, "That is one word off from retards." And I
oh
was
yeah,
like,
one letter. Oh my
"Yeah."
god.
And I was like, "Yeah." But did I think that was gonna do 40,000,000 views? Like, no.
It's the fucking best performing video that's ever been put out under our name.
Yeah.
Like by now, what 9 million because that one is creeping.
Yeah. The other
But
one's like
like,
32 maybe, I don't
but
know.
that's just me.
Yeah.
That's like you, the entire process,
Yeah.
everything about that video is complete
Oh, yeah.
IP control. Like all of it is original. Like
Yeah, and
that's
you see
what's
a bunch of
like
copycats now. That's how you know you did something good. I'm not even mad to see copycats. I'm like, "Oh, this means you did something
you're
solid."
just a cheap
The amount
fucking
I probably
knockoff.
had, like, maybe yeah. Yeah. That was great. The fucking idiot. But it was great because 'cause I've had, like, maybe, like, 8 people come up to me in, like, random bars in Boston. They're like, "Oh, like, you're the kind retards guy."
That's pretty
And
fucking
I'm like,
awesome.
"Yeah, yeah."
Yeah, that's me.
I'm like, "Yeah." And
I'm a kind of time.
I'm like, "I won't lie, I'm proud of it." People are like, you
I'd be
know,
proud as shit. Are you
they'll
kidding?
think
I'm proud for you.
they'll think it's
Like,
stupid, and I'm like, "Well, like, they're not coming up to you when they're random at the bar and fucking saying shit,
yeah, you
so"
recognized me, motherfucker.
yeah.
Like,
Even though they're, like, drunk, they're like, "Oh." Like,
them
wait.
drunk
Yeah.
go, "I've seen your face before."
Yeah.
That means
Or
you're
people
like,
DM me and they're like, they'll say a message and they'll leave kind retards. Like they'll like
that's
just send
funny.
it to me now,
That's awesome.
which is good. It's like a slogan.
Kind retards.
Yeah.
You should
I should just post it again. Maybe like a revamped version. Maybe.
same thing.
Yeah.
You know when they do the oh, excuse me. You could do it. I don't know if this matters, but I see that a lot where they go like at the end of the year they go posting my most viewed video from 2025 again. I've
Yeah.
seen that a
That's a good
bunch,
idea.
and a
That's a
lot of
good idea.
times they do see that because people will be like, then sometimes they'll go to check how many views the original one had.
Yeah.
So that might like attract people to. You could do it
Yeah.
now, and then you could do it again. Like you don't. There's no rule, I guess, on
Why
that.
not? Yeah. People don't
You
even
should
realize
post it
that.
now, but we should remember that
People don't realize
post
like, yeah,
the
40 million is a lot, but there's 2 billion
active
active
users.
users on Instagram. Like
That's not even
40
scratching the
million is
fucking
nothing.
surface.
If you put that like on a fucking like graph, like a full bar of green is 2 billion and then
Year over
red is
year.
40 million, you could barely even see that shit probably. Probably could
What is
not
it?
even see it.
So what is that?
That's probably like
2,000
two
divided by 40?
something like that, yeah.
No, 40 divided by 2,000.
That's
0.02%.
yeah, 0.02% of Instagram saw that, essentially. And that doesn't factor in so it's probably
Rewatches, so
yeah,
maybe yeah, it's probably like what
point
25 million people and then 40 million views.
yeah, something like that. 25, 30 million views. The rest are rewatches.
No,
Got
I
people like
mean
dude,
it's
like
fucking
Jeff
crazy.
Dye commented on that. The
It's
comedian.
the yeah.
He's
What
fucking
he
hilarious.
follows now, right?
Yeah. He's like
Shout
my
out Jeff
favorite too. Like
Dye.
I love Jeff
I've
Dye.
never seen him. I just know
My
about it from you.
my
I'm gonna
mom
have to
loves Jeff
watch.
Dye. Not in that way, but like she loves Jeff Dye.
Watch out, Mike.
She was always like it was funny because she was always like Jeff Dye's humor like reminds me of your humor, like super dry, like never like never breaks a laugh. He kind of just like says blunt things and just keeps a straight face, and that's just kind of where he gets his laughs from, which is very similar to how like our videos is not like we're like it's just like kind of saying blunt things and people laugh, you know,
Yeah, no, a lot of
like
it
a
is
dead
like
face, you know.
it's like but it's also like sometimes inherently I'd say some of the shit isn't even necessarily like that funny, but
Definitely
it's
not. Yeah.
made funny by like pairing it with whether it has music with it and when the video cuts and like the editing behind it. I feel like has a lot to do with that sometimes too.
Oh yeah,
Like if
making
you
it
could
short.
I mean making it short, but like you cutting it off at like a certain
Yeah.
word as opposed to
It's like
leaving it long.
it's
It's
like the
like
shock value thing, you know.
it's yeah, some
It's
of
not
that shit.
some like
What
that's
was the
also what we
one?
had to
Dude,
our
wait, what
advantage.
was the one I'm thinking of right now for some reason in my head where it's like I say like we can't say that, and I was like started to laugh.
Oh, dude,
That
it
was like
was
only one
oh,
video we
it
left
was a kids
in.
thing. We're grooming your kids.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was like one of the
It's like
only
we are grooming the
videos.
youth.
Yeah,
Like talking about how we're gonna target our marketing efforts towards younger people. We're grooming the youth,
and I was
which
like, we can't
which was
fucking say
hilarious.
that.
Yeah.
That was only I think one of the only times we like
Dude,
left a laugh in the
yeah.
video.
I think
Otherwise, they're all
you
like,
I think it's great that we have those down because like you supplement that really well because you can kind of just in general you're like more professionally spoken than I am for sure. Like you
I
can
guess
kind of turn it on.
it fits well with the videos that we
Fits well,
do.
and like you gotten very comfortable with it,
Yeah, no, it's fun. I like
you
doing
know.
them.
And
Like I
it's
said,
really
I think
well.
that's like the
You
was
literally turn on like a corporate voice, and you're just like, and it's like I cannot sound like that. Like when we're making these insider meme videos now, and the videos you're making are great. It's like I literally can't do that. Like I cannot like.
But I feel like I'm just yeah, I wanna do more of those. I like, kinda like the
I think they're
fun.
good, dude. Like honestly, I think you just keep
I
doing it.
yeah, I'm sure
This
hopefully
will
they'll
kind
get
of
better in, like, the
train
future.
that like speaking into the camera arm.
Yeah, just do it every day. I wanna start,
Yeah,
like once I wanna get the hang of it, I wanna start posting on my personal page.
yeah. We
Like,
should
just a
post on
personal Instagram.
personal
Why not?
because we're
I
doing it
feel like
on
at this point,
LinkedIn.
it's like we're fucking so deep into this shit.
It's like
Like,
no
what
coming
does it
back.
fucking
You know what I
matter?
mean?
And also, like, you could just fucking post them as a reel too. It doesn't have to take your feed up too. Like, I'm thinking, like, what happens, look at like I think of like what look at Cunningham for example. He posts his shit on his personal page. What is he, I mean, he's older than us. It's different. Like Instagram to
Yeah.
him is probably different than it is to
And
us.
I don't think he cares about his personal page anymore. He's like You know what
No,
I mean?
but he posts on it,
He
like,
still posts on it, yeah.
but he has followers on it, and it's like he's known, like, his personal page is like, it's Chris Cunningham from ClickUp. Because the amount of individual people, this is where, like, we're not there yet, obviously, but, like, we can be. I mean, you are. I mean, you put your name on in Corporate Dudes, so, like, your name is
Yeah.
you
You
kind of
see that
have 2
see
personal
when I
pages
look
already.
up on Google my name, it says internet personality
Yeah,
slash comedian now.
yeah.
I'm
No, I
like
know, yeah, I've looked at that
yeah.
before,
I was
and it's
like,
like,
"Whoa." I literally only I mean, I only noticed it this week, if I don't know when
I've seen that before.
I looked it up, I was like, "Ooh, internet personality." Fucking slipped through the cracks for that one, but whatever.
It's hilarious. No, but no, but you didn't though. I mean, think about it. You get that for like, if I see somebody with like 250K following and their names on the page, it's like, damn.
Yeah.
You know, just because your fucking the profile picture is in your face doesn't take anything away from it. That's what's like cool about it. It's like it is. It's like you almost have like 2 personal pages. Like you're posting your face consistently on it.
Yeah.
Like like the pinned videos is your face.
Yeah.
It's not like it almost you almost have like 2 personal pages at that sense. I'm thinking more of it like I think of it as like my personal page is like 800, 900 people, of like people that I grew up with and
They
known.
already know what we're doing, so it's like,
I know,
whatever.
and I'm thinking about that too. It's like, what the fuck? Because I look at like, for example, like Cunningham, for example. I don't look at him like this guy I know from Brookfield that I go, what is he posting on fucking Instagram? I go, oh, this is the CEO of ClickUp. It's like,
Yeah.
why? Like my personal page should be posting about the business, I guess, right? Like, why not? We're already so fucking far into it, anyways.
Yeah.
What does it matter? I'd be like, who gives a shit what
Yeah. I
my
mean, we can do
page
some
looks like?
collabs with insider memes too, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
just
just like
post collab with
doesn't
insider
even
memes.
doesn't even need it. It
Yeah.
might even do better without it.
Probably would be, honestly.
I don't know how that works.
Let's
Well,
just start doing it next week and see what
we've
happens.
never posted on our personal pages, but think about like the people that is there any truth to an aged account? Like
I know, we
like
don't really know.
Instagram
All of our accounts that we have are big or
new,
new. Even corporate degens that we rebranded was started in like 2024. It was
yeah.
started before corporate dudes, like not by it was like October, I think, and then corporate dudes started in like January. So it's 2023 October, I
So
think.
exactly, and insider memes, who fucking knows? But regardless,
Oh,
it's
it was
like
early too. It's like 2023.
so like thinking about that, it's like when you look at it, what better social proof for Instagram to see a new creator come in where they have been on the platform probably every single fucking day since its inception.
Yeah,
I mean, there's probably very few days, honestly, that people
I've
live on
never
Instagram,
touched Instagram. Yeah, maybe like 15 days of my life
right? Like the days that
since
like you didn't
creating an
have your
Instagram account.
phone, or when you were in like middle school
Yeah,
and like
I mean
you.
the second Instagram Reels became a thing, I've gone on Instagram every
Oh no,
single
I
day.
was on Instagram. Fucking, I was back in the day, like when Instagram. When did you like? I don't know when you got on Instagram, but I got on Instagram like quick. I like, I was like 12,
Yeah.
buying followers, buying likes, engagement. Then I had to clear them all. Like, it was like a shit show. I was like 11 years old, plugging
Yeah.
my fucking
Used to be so easy to. Dude, a
dude.
bunch of
Yeah,
chicks in our school who did that too.
dude.
Like, they would buy, like, likes on it and
Yeah,
shit, and, like,
like
make it look like,
they were like Instagram
yeah.
famous or
I remember
whatever.
I did that once, and everyone was like, "You balled." I was like, "No, I didn't."
Exactly.
It's like, "What are you
Like,
talking about? I got
honestly, one of
600
my
likes with my 100 followers just, like,
I think my
organically."
account was created in 2014 maybe.